If one day the wind carries my voice further than your heart can hear, and the chair beside you sits empty for years, promise me something. Don't remember the silence, remember the love. I still remember midnight rain falling softly on your hair, streetlights glowing like a halo, while the world forgot we were there. Your hand was cold but full of fire. Your eyes were oceans deep and wide. I thought forever lived inside them, like the moon leaves in the tide. We were young and reckless dreamers, drawing futures in the sky, never thinking love could tremble, never thinking we could die. But time is just a quiet thief, walking slowly through our days, taking pieces of our laughter while we look the other way. And if tomorrow never finds me, if my shadow disappears, will your heart still hear me calling through the silence of the years? When my name fades away in the wind and my footsteps vanish in the rain, if the world forgets the sound of my voice, will you remember my pain? When the night grows heavy and cold and the stars no longer know my face, close your eyes and hear me whisper, love never leaves its place, even after I pass away, even after I pass away. There were mornings full of sunlight, laughing through your sleepy eyes, coffee steaming on the window while the birds rehearse their cries. You would hum a broken melody, barefoot dancing on the floor, and every little careless moment made me love you even more. But life writes stories we can't change, ink that tears and bends the page. Dreams grow fragile in the daylight. Hearts grow older with their age. I wish I could freeze every second like a photograph in snow. But time keeps turning every memory into somewhere we can't go. So if one day you wake without me and the dawn feels strange and gray, don't believe that love has left you. It just learned another way. When my name fades away in the wind and my footsteps vanish in the rain, if the world forgets the shape of my heart, will you remember my pain? Oh, when the night grows heavy and cold and the stars no longer know my face, close your eyes and hear me whisper, love never leaves its place, even after I pass away, even after I pass away. I thought goodbye meant silence. I thought it meant the story was over. But somehow your voice still lives in every quiet moment. The night you left, the city lights were trembling in the rain. Your suitcase by the doorway, your eyes filled up with pain. You tried to hide the breaking behind a fragile smile, but hearts can hear the truth even through denial. The clock was slowly ticking like it knew what time would take. Every second felt like thunder, every breath a small earthquake. And when you whispered softly, I guess this is goodbye, the world grew strangely silent underneath the shattered sky. But goodbyes are never simple when love still fills the air. Even when two hands let go, two hearts are still somewhere. Because it was a goodbye that never ended, a love that never learned to disappear. Every road I walk still leads me back to the echo of you here. Every sunset feels unfinished, every dream still calls your name. Because the moment that we parted, nothing was ever the same. It was a goodbye that never ended. Seasons kept on turning like the world had moved along. but every street still held you. In the memory of our song, I saw your shadow everywhere, in strangers passing by, in every late night melody, in every lonely sky. Your laughter in the distance, your perfume in the air, like ghosts of our forever, still waiting everywhere. I tried to close the chapter, tried to lock the door, but love doesn't follow logic, and hearts still ask for more. Time may change the calendar, but some wounds never mend, because some words like goodbye don't know how to end. It was a goodbye that never ended, a flame that never learned to fade. Every tear I tried to hide was another memory we made. Every star still writes your story, every night still feels the same, because the moment that we parted forever changed its name. It was a goodbye that never ended. Ever hear the silence where our laughter used to stay? Do you ever feel the emptiness when the daylight fades away? Do you ever walk past places where we promised we would be? Two hearts against the universe, two souls completely free. Sometimes I speak into the darkness, like you're listening somewhere near, telling you about the moments you were always meant to hear. Like how the world kept spinning, even when my heart stood still. And how loving you forever was never really my will. If I could bend the hands of time, I'd return to that last night, hold your trembling shoulders, tell you everything was right. I'd stop the war from leaving, I'd stop Every storm sounds different now. Every drop on the window feels like it's spelling something I can't escape. Maybe it's just the weather, or maybe it's your name in the rain. The sky was crying that evening when you slowly walked away. Streetlights blurred into rivers while the clouds turned night to gray. Your hand slipped from my fingers like a dream I couldn't keep, and the thunder rolled like sorrow through the promises we'd keep. I remember every heartbeat, every word we left unsaid, every tear that fell between us, every silent step you led. Now the world keeps turning softly, like it doesn't feel the pain. But every storm that finds my window writes your name in the rain. If love could hold the falling sky, I'd gather every drop for you. But storms don't listen to broken hearts, no matter what they try to do. And I still hear your name in the rain, falling softly on the glass. Every drop of memory of a love that couldn't last. Every storm calls out to you, every cloud still feels the same, because the sky keeps whispering your name in the rain. There was laughter in the summer, there were sunsets made of gold. We were young and fearless dreamers, with forever in our hold. You would dance beneath the streetlights, spinning slowly in the night, while the world around us faded in the glow of borrowed light. We believed the stars were watching every promise that we made, never knowing time was waiting just to steal what love had laid. Now those nights are just reflections in a life I can't regain. But the clouds still write the story of your name in the rain. And if somewhere in the distance you still feel the love we knew, maybe every storm you hear is whispering me to you. Because I still hear your name in the rain, falling softly through the night. Every drop reminds my heart of the way you held me tight. Every road still leads to you. Every sky still feels the same. Because the clouds keep calling out your name in the rain. Sometimes late at night I wonder where your wandering heart is gone. If you ever think about the house still remembers your footsteps, the walls still hold your laughter. But tonight it's just me and the silence after you. The morning light still finds the window just like it used to every day. But something in the air feels broken since the moment you went away. Your sweater's hanging by the doorway, like you might walk in anytime. And every second feels like forever since your heartbeat left mine. The coffee cup you always used still waits beside the sink. I swear I hear your quiet humming every time I try to think. But echoes don't replace the living, and shadows don't replace the sun. Now every room feels like a memory of a life we once begun. Could bring you back tonight, I'd whisper to the sky above. Take every breath I have remaining just to give you one more love. Now I'm living in the silence There's only silence after you. Do you remember summer evenings, dancing slowly in the dark? Fireflies around the garden, lighting every hopeful spark. Your laughter felt like endless music, your smile like a rising dawn. I never thought the world could shatter just because one soul was gone. We built our dreams like fragile castles on the shores of endless days, never thinking tides were coming to wash those golden plans away. If I could rewrite time's cruel pages, I'd hold you closer than before. I'd memorize your every heartbeat so I could hear it evermore. But time moves on without permission, even when our hearts refuse. And the hardest thing about tomorrow is waking up without you. Now I'm living in the silence after you, where every sky is missing blue, where every road still leads me back to memories I can't undo. I'm standing in the world we knew, but half my soul went with you too, and every breath reminds me true. There's only silence after you. Sometimes I speak into the darkness, like you're somewhere listening near, telling you about the small things you were always there to hear, like how the roses in the garden